Hey there everyone, welcome back to Shorty on the Fly. It's getting to the end of the month of October here, so I thought I would offer you my version of an October caddis. It's a pretty standard pattern, but I've got a little something different in here for you. So let's get started and I'll show you what that's all about. So I'm starting with a size 10 dry fly hook. Okay, it's a big critter, so we want to make sure we match that size appropriately. And then for thread, I'm using orange 6/0 Danville, and I'm going to get the thread started about 2 eye lengths behind the hook eye and wrap back. I'm just going to cover the length of the hook with the thread so we have a good base on which to wrap everything else. Now I'll take some open spiral wraps to come back up to the front. And for a shuck, I'm going to use this Sparkle Emerger ginger yarn. Makes for a nice shiny situation. I'm going to get that wrapped up at the front of the hook and work my way back, because I want, as always, I want a smooth, even base on which to put everything. And I'm going to wrap that back right to the bend of the hook and come in and trim it off about a hook gap in length. Okay. And then I'm going to reach for some orange Australian possum for my abdomen. Just take out a little wisp and we'll spin it tightly onto the thread. As always, when it comes to dubbing, less is more. We'll get a nice tight situation going on there. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap that forward. And again, I want to stop right there so I can put my wing on. And for my wing today, I'm using Woodchuck hair. And this is a Woodchuck pelt that was dispatched by my German Shepherd a few years ago. And I got a local guy to put it to good use. So I'll show you how we deal with that. I'm going to come in, it's off camera here, and snip away a clump of the fur. And then what you end up with is something that looks like this. What I want to do is come in and pull away that under fur. Okay, and hang on to that, because that'll make good dubbing for another situation. So then what we're left is this. Okay, and I've already dropped that into a stacker, so you don't have to listen to me whacking it on the desktop. And when I pull it out, I've got a really nice looking situation for my wing. I'm going to transfer that, measure it to the back edge of the hook. Okay. And then go ahead and tie that in. The only issue you have with this is it doesn't really compress like deer hair would, so you kind of have to be careful about how you're putting that in there. All right, now we're going to come in and trim off the butts and cover that up good. And then I'm going to use a grizzly hackle, and I got this from Evan down there at Sidling Hill. He's making some really great looking hackles, and I'm going to go ahead and come in and prepare that by pulling some of the flue and webby parts off, and then we'll go ahead and tie that in. Come in and trim off the butt end and run my thread right up to behind the eye. And now we're just going to go ahead and wrap that. Couple, 3, 4 wraps. Come in and capture it and trim that rest off. Get all that out of the way. got a few uncooperative fibers here. Okay. And now come in and whip finish. And there you have it. And you can adapt this to any other caddis pattern that you're interested in. Okay. And there we go. It'll work for you know, your tan caddis, your olive color, whatever you have, if you want to use that. And you know, it's a good pattern. It sits up on the water nicely, and I've had some really good success with this in the fall over the years. So there you have it. October caddis, or is it a Chucktober caddis with our woodchuck fur? I don't know. Anyway, thanks for watching. I bid you peace.